Hey, Railbirds, Kevin here, being joined by special guest commentator Tom Karabatsos, Special K, the Golden Greek.
Thank you, Kevin, for the introduction.
All right, we have for you guys the hot seat match. We have Mason Koch versus Marcus Wronski. Marcus was a native of Chicago, but is living in Michigan now. He loves 10 ball. 10 ball is his favorite game. That is Marcus. That's at the table now racking. He's been playing pool for about 15 years. And he loves classic cars. That's one of his hobbies outside of pool.
Yeah, he happened to be in town visiting his relatives, his parents.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily for everybody in the tournament, right? Plays pretty good.
Yes, he does. He was on the live stream earlier today and had a nice win. I think he beat Andrew. I think it was 7-1. Actually, I have that right in front of me. I don't have to guess. I can look it up. Yeah, Andrew Mackey 7-1. That was a nice win for him. His opponent, Mason Koch, comes to us from Wisconsin. He's got some runner-up titles to his name. The BCA Wisconsin State 10 ball. He was a runner-up. He was also a runner-up at the NAPT at the Carom Room. That was up there in Wisconsin. That was in Wisconsin, right? At the Carom Room?
I believe so. The Carom Room's in Beloit.
Beloit. Okay. Yep. All right. He is sponsored by the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company, Peach Hour Custom Cues, and Jumping Jacks Jump Cues. He's only 19 years old, and he's only been playing for pool for about 8 of those 19 years. So relatively new to the game, but still tearing it up at a young age.
Yeah, the kid shoots straight. He jumps the ball pretty good, too. He's not hesitating to go to the jump.
I don't see him
kicking the ball.
I don't see him hesitating doing anything. He just does everything quickly. And he jumps the ball really well, too, as you were saying. So this 2 ball is probably looking like a hanger to him. Oh, and he just rattled it out.
Well,
He's probably glad he didn't make it. Look at his position on the 3.
If he would have made it, though, he might have had shames.
He might have, but probably not. Because he just barely missed the 2, and he had that 5 ball and 7 ball both running interference for him there. So
yeah, it was
hard to
straight
say.
in, and he really couldn't do much with it, even with the jump.
All right, brings Marcus to the table, looking at.
This looks like a little jumper, I may say.
Looks like he's massaying it. All right, good hit. And hasn't left it easy.
Yeah, you can make the 2, your cue balls traveling around the table, hard to get on the 3. This kid's a shot maker. He's a very nice player.
You talked him right out of that shot.
Of course I did. I played him in my old pool room shooters up in Grays Lake, and
oh, I love shooters at Grays Lake.
I played real well there. I beat him on a live stream match. I should buy the tape because this kid's going to be a player. He already is.
Yeah, we live streamed a couple of the NAPT women's tournaments there out of shooters.
Sergio Rivas won that tournament that I was in. He played real nice. Great young player from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So Wisconsin has its share of up-and-coming players.
And we're looking at one of them right here.
Yep.
And that's my fault. I talked him right out of that time. I gotta stop saying good. We have to stop saying good things about these players because they miss right after we say something good about them.
I'm surprised he didn't go for that. He's going for the 3 fouls, and wasn't really a lack of foul.
Right.
Efren would kick this soft and leave you behind the 9 ball 1 rail.
All right, good hit.
One thing you can remember when you're kicking it, you got to kick with speed, and there's certain speeds that give you your best chance to get safe.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's soft.
Yeah, it used to be people would just, when they kick at a ball, you just hit it as hard as you can, hope to make something happen. And then, all the Filipinos came over here and taught us there's a whole world to kicking other than just hitting it hard and hoping to make something happen.
This 4-ball must go in the side pocket.
Yeah, it's off the rail far enough, it goes.
A little straight. He's got to let the stroke out here and bounce it around the table. 2 rails, 3 rails short. Just center side English.
Yeah, one thing
Oh, he went 1 rail on it.
One thing Mason's not afraid to do is let out his stroke. We've seen that already.
I was surprised he went 1 rail there and didn't try to go 2 rails short in the corner. I like banking this ball. It's kind of free. He's going to run out of pull stick there. Even with that long cue, I think he's playing with a 64-inch.
It's a
bigger.
long sucker. I know. That thing's as tall as I am. And I'm not short.
Yeah, it could be 68, 70 inches.
Thing's long. I know that.
We got to ask Mason what his height is because that's how tall the cue is. He's hooked here. He's kicking 2 rails. You want to hit it full. I was going to kick 2 rails behind it. He ended up kicking 1 rail.
It's made a good hit. Unfortunately, that's going to leave a really nice setup here for Mason.
These shots, you got to roll them in. Just stay down in the shot. Staying steady is really key. Of course, he jumped up as soon as I said.
Yeah, they're good at that. About
as long as you don't jump up before you hit the cue ball. Jumping up isn't the worst thing in the world. I've seen Efren do it for years. But I don't recommend jumping up at all.
Well, how else are you going to see how you did? You gotta stand up real quick to see how you did, right? That's why you stand up as soon as you get the ball, right?
It's the timing. Usually guys that are got their chin right on the cue come up when they follow through sometimes. But if you come up before you hit the ball, then you're in trouble. Three rails, and I don't know about 10 ball, but straight pull, you don't want to leave the cue ball on the rail.
I can't think of any games where you want to leave the cue ball on the rail.
Takes away what you can do, digging in and drawing the ball. You gotta. He took the extra rail.
Yikes.
There's another one hit the
Trick
point
shot
to the side pocket like Donnie Branson did in that Hill game. He hit the double point and got perfect shapes.
All right, Mason.
First game's in the books.
Mason drawing first blood with the little trick shot. 1-0 in this race to 7. This is the hot seat match. Speaking of hot seat, and we're getting down to the end here. There's only a few people left in this tournament. What are they playing for? Well, let's see. We had 27 players, $50 a person, plus $300 added. It's about somewhere in the neighborhood of about I thought that was about a $3,800 prize fund.
Oh.
But doing the math in my head real quick, that doesn't look like that adds up to what I think it should. So
Well, some of the players only paid $30 to get in because
okay.
they didn't become members.
So $30 goes into the tournament. $20 was like a sanction fee or something. Okay. Guess maybe that explains why that doesn't add up to what I thought it should add up to.
Okay, once again, we're breaking the balls. He's breaking dead center of the table, trying to make the 5 or 7 in the side and bring the 1 ball back by the corner. Let's see if his cue ball goes forward or comes back.
Well, brought the cue ball backwards, a little too far back. It got kicked. He got kicked in.
Yeah, the kick is brutal. I hate that.
And he did make the 5 on the break.
Well, the only thing I see here is the 4 doesn't go by the 6. You should take a look at the full table.
I think the 4 does pass the 6. Looking on screen.
It's close.
Looks like the 2
We're
goes
not
in the
right
side.
on top of the table here, so it's hard to see those exact angles. But getting on the 4 is going to be the key here.
Yeah. I think the 4 passes the 6. Just make sure you don't leave yourself like angle on the 3 where you're going the wrong way. But he's all right. Just cheat the pocket a little, draw out to the middle of the table.
I was watching Marcus warm up before the tournament started, and he had a nice cue ball on this fast cloth.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, he has a nice controlled game.
you know, and yeah, I predicted him. I thought he would be tough to beat. You know.
And here he is playing in the hot seat match.
Yeah, you show me a guy with a good cue ball, I'll show you a good player.
Unfortunately, he got pretty straight on the 7 and drawing straight back. He's probably going to run into the 9, so he's really in a bit of a pickle here.
This is that punch stroke to create an angle, cheating the pocket. Got by the 9 and perfect shapes on the 8.
And is it going to get there? That'll work. That's a pretty nice shot there, Marcus. Pretty nice shot.
Hitting on this 9 ball is a little tricky. You got to spin the heck out of it with inside English to go 1 rail, or you drag it 2 rails out of the corner. Or you go 4 rails, just hit it with a high ball. Looks like he's going to drag it.
So that would be option B. He hit that nice.
Got a little closer to work, but he had to get perfect.
That's a nice shot there, Marcus. Hitting him good.
See what I'm talking about? The cue ball control.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
He
Yikes.
overamped in that one. A lot of times when that ball's real close on top of the rail, you get a big bounce. So you got to be careful. If it's off the rail a little bit, even a ½ inch, it makes a huge difference to being able to drag it. But it gets to the rail so quick that it bounces, and that's what you get sometimes.
All right, he's called the bank on the 10.
Cross side.
Corner
Cross corner.
is what he's just called.
I would hit this ball and leave it 2 rails in front of the wrong pocket.
Oh, what a nice bank. And he hit it with a good speed where had he missed it, if he missed it short, it was good speed to end up like probably about in the middle of the end rail.
Yeah, he's got good speed.
So nice recovery there, Marcus.
With these springy rails, it's easy to miss it short and knock it to the other side of the pocket, the other corner in front of it. But he had, like you said, perfect speed on it, that if he did miss it a little short, he would have left him safe. They're real tough.
Right. Cue ball at this end of the table and the money ball on the middle of the end rail at the other end of the table. Not too many players' favorite shot. All right, Marcus with the break, also breaking right down to the dead center.
Well, what happens is you see in 9 ball or 10 ball, you see muscular guys, a lot of times they don't break the balls good because it's not really strength as much as it is cue speed. How fast you can move that cue stick. That's why you see a lot of these little guys break the balls real hard. And even little girls like Sarah Rousey comes to mind.
How about XTP, Zhao Ting Pan from China? She's real tiny and hits those balls so freaking hard.
Yeah, it's cue ball speed. And Marcus, even though he's a big guy, he hits a good cue speed, hits them hard. Here's that ball on the rail that I was telling you about that's hard to hold up. Sometimes you're better off going 2 rails. He's stretching. Look like he tried to hit the 4 ball there. Now the conundrum, even if you roll this soft in the side, you're on the wrong side of the table. Or you got to really roll it. And hit it nice.
That's a nice shot. He has angle to come up for the 5. The 5 doesn't pass the 10, but it looks like he's lining up the 5-10 combination.
Now Joshua Filler plays this shot is short of the 5, 2 rails for the side pocket. He's playing for the combo. But again, I don't mind this too much because the 8 and 9 are tied up. So
Right.
shooting the combo is not the worst thing in the world.
Oh, is it going to line up for Marcus to take a swing at it? Sort of. I mean, he could shoot the 10 to the side, and if you might even miss it and still make it off the 6 or something like that. So you got like multiple ways to make it.
Yeah, but he's just going to roll the 5 and go behind the 6 maybe?
Yeah, he's just playing safe.
Behind the 10.
And that's leaked out. And does he get a rail? Does he get a rail? No rail.
On this fast table, he didn't get a rail. All right, let's see how he handles the 8 ball here, the 8 and 9.
So does the 8 go? Need.
I don't agree with this shot at all. He left him a shot with a possibility for a breakout, but you don't want to run into him. You just want to go 2 rails and play the 6 on the side. But you might not be able to avoid them running into the 8 and 9.
Oh, don't scratch him.
He's on 2.
He's on 2 now. And Mason wasted no time informing him.
You just got to figure out a safe where he can go behind the 8 and 9. I don't know what he's doing here. Just break it out and go behind the 7 ball.
All right, that's an interesting shot. That's not bad.
He actually left him tricky here.
Yeah.
Tough to hit.
That's not bad. I mean, even if he does get a good hit, they're broken out.
Smart.
SM Art. Good hit. Oh, I hope he called it. Please tell me you called it. You didn't call it.
He didn't call it.
When you're kicking at a ball, you got to call something.
Yeah, that's a good point, Kevin. You gotta. Why not call something? What
Especially
do you
when
got to lose?
Especially when it's hanging in front of the pocket. And maybe he did. Maybe he called the other ball. Like maybe he called the 8. I don't know. Whew. Never a doubt.
Try to drop past the side and almost scratched. And a lot of times it's just how you hit the pocket, whether you might have overcut the ball a hair and didn't get quite the draw he expected. I like going 4 rails on this, but he's going across table one. Oh, he went to 4 rails.
Well, he's
3.
finding his favorite spot on that side rail over there, right next to the side pocket.
Here I like to draw all the way back for the side pocket on the 10 ball. I mean, when you don't have an angle, that's really all you can do is go forward or back.
Right. The alternative is what, a stop shot and shoot the 10 to the corner. That's pretty tough. So yeah, draw back. Although kind of ended up. This is kind of funny. This is kind of that.
It's almost a scratch in the corner. The way you avoid the scratch here is to hit it hard with a follow. It kind of hooks and you'll get to the short rail. That's the easiest way. If you roll it in there, you might go through the ball. Or you can jack up and draw the ball the way he's trying. But I like just leveling on the follow shot. It's easier to pocket the ball. See, you could have learned something for me that time, the kid. Much easier to make that ball with a level stick.
If only he'd have been listening.
Yeah. Can't be worried about scratching. A lot of times we miss shots like that because your cue ball is coming for the corner pocket. Look at this.
Is it going to get funny?
Nope.
Nope. Just really close to his work is all.
Almost dead, but not quite.
All right, Mason Cook, 2-1. Race to 7. You're watching the Hot Seat match. We're coming at you live from Pyramid Sports Bar and Pizzeria here in Addison, Illinois.
27 players on a hot summer day.
Yeah.
Not a bad turnout, really.
Addison is just west of Chicago, out in the suburbs.
Yep, and we're at the Pyramid Club. They have 29-foot tables, or 18 rather.
I count 16, unless there's more that I don't know about.
Oh, it looks like 20.
It does.
Yeah, there's 2 rows of 8, but they have nice room between the tables here. That's one
it's
thing
not
they did
really.
right.
Yeah, it's not all stacked up on top of each other. They got nice space around the tables. It's funny that they have 16 9-foot gold crowns and 1 valley table.
1 bar table.
1 valley table.
But they have a lot of leagues played on the 9-foot tables, and there's not that many pool rooms with
and there's that one.
all 9-foot tables anymore.
There's that 1 valley table. Yeah, 7-footers have pretty much taken over the country.
And not getting into it, that's why I think we're behind the rest of the world in pool because of the bar box. But we have more fans because of the bar box, a lot more players.
Yeah. Plus, real estate's expensive. It costs a lot of money to have a place with all this many square feet, and you can fit more 7-foot pool tables in a given square footage than you can 9-foot tables.
We try to bank and safe and left the shot. Here you want to go between the 3 and the 9. You don't want to overdo it and hit the 9 or hit the 3. You'll be hooked.
Hey, radiology. How's it going, buddy? And his cue stick. His cue stick looks like a pole vaulting stick.
This is 1 rail shapes.
Uh-oh. Got into trouble.
Ran into the ball. The jump cue. Let's go straight to the jump cue. This is a little hard to reach. So he's tall, and this is one spot where being tall kind of helps.
I'm not sure that I've ever actually seen him kick at a ball.
No. He loves that jump cue.
Wonder how he would do in a tournament where jump cues aren't allowed, or if you actually have to kick it a ball.
Yeah, good question. I wonder myself how these guys would play. Ephraim won't use a jump cue. I think he's used it once or twice in his life. You learn a lot more about the game if you kick. It's a lot prettier. The 4 goes by the 5, so you just shoot the 4 in the corner, try to get straight in on it.
Interesting that he chose to try to come this side of the 4.
Yeah, I wouldn't have did that.
Unless he's like trying to run into the 6-9, but there's no need. The 6 goes in the side. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm puzzled.
Now I draw back into the 6. I don't know what he's doing here. I have no clue.
So he had
something to come across the table.
So he had something in mind by drawing back to that side of the 4.
I would have dug into just hit the 6 ball. You're going to have a shot at the 5. I doubt the 6 will get tough.
So ball in hand for Mason.
When you're playing position and shots, I like to stay above the balls. Like when you shoot the 4 and you're looking at the 5 in front of the 4. I'd rather do that because then you know exactly where you're going.
That way both balls are in your field of view at the same time, so kind of a subconscious thing, you know where the cue ball's going, that kind of thing.
Yeah, when you run the balls, you try to run the balls that are high, like in one pocket. You work your way down. You play position for the furthest ball and work your way down. You run more balls that way. Then a lot easier than moving your cue ball all over the place.
Right.
Jacked up. Just coming straight across for the corner. Good shot.
Good speed.
Can he stop, or can he hold it, or has it got a little angle on it? Hard to tell from our vantage point.
On screen, looks like he has just a little bit of angle, so if he tries to shoot a stop shot, he'll be hooked by the 10, it looks like.
Well, sometimes you can spin the ball a little bit and leave the cue ball right there. I'm interested. He's going to overdraw and just come to the short rail. It kind of takes everything out of plays.
Yeah, that takes the 10 ball out of play, except for the fact that he ran into it. But other than that, it was out of play.
Yeah, better way to do it was drawing it there.
Chairman wants to know, did the house add money? Yes, they added $300.
Just a one rail draw here.
Yeah, he's sitting good on this now.
He's on the rail, makes it a little more difficult to hit with a little left-hand English. So you just leveled on it, hit it with a good follow stroke.
Yep, handled it nicely. All right, Mason Koch, 3-1 in this hot seat match. 2019 North Central Pool Tour. This is their 5th stop of the year, and they still got at least 3 more to go that I know of, including another Open. They have 2 more women's tournaments coming up and an Open tournament. So if you're in the Chicago area, their Open tournament is going to be at Chris's Billiards.
My home pool room for the last 40 years, pretty much. When I didn't.
Well, thanks for the warning. So now I guess you're the favorite to win it then, huh?
Yeah, I'll play a lot better over there.
I think I heard they shot some of the Color of Money there. Is that right?
Yeah, Tom Cruise, Paul Newman, they were all there. There's the scene where Grady Seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Keith McCready says it's like a nightmare and it keeps getting worse.
Uh-huh.
That was filmed at Chris's. Here comes the break. He popped it just past the side pocket last time. Same thing. He almost got kicked in again. Yeah, it's the one point and pull that's usually the hardest to predict. You know, what's going to happen on the break. Playing any game. Break out in straight pull, breaking in one pocket, breaking 8-ball. It doesn't matter what the game is. The break is something that varies. You never get the same position twice with the balls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, speaking of Keith McCready, I just saw him last year at Derby City playing doubles with Harry Plattis against a couple other people. But, man, Harry, he was a friend of ours out from Seattle, also a money player. But, man, the two of them, they both have some pretty strong personalities, and having them as partners, the way they were talking to each other, you would swear they were on opposite teams. It was a riot. Oh man, it was funny.
I love both those guys.
Oh, did he get a rail?
We got over the ball and
Almost didn't get a rail. Who would have thought that jumping at that ball, you'd have a hard time getting a rail?
So if you've seen the way that cue ball hesitated and died, that means he's hitting that jump shot with a draw stroke.
Mm-hmm.
Because it hit the table and just stayed there.
Yep, had a bunch of backspin on it.
And that's a good point for people. You know, if you want to jump over a ball, it's easier if you're hitting it with a draw kind of low hit on the jacked up shot.
Yeah, I think it kind of helps the cue stick get out of the way of the cue ball a little bit, making the jump a little bit easier. Plus, the backspin helps control the cue ball a little, so it doesn't quite go quite as crazy.
Harry Plattis is working on pari-mutuel wagering on pool matches.
That was years ago. He's not still doing that, is he?
Yeah, he's waiting for a lot of stuff to, federal government rulings on internet gambling.
Huh.
You know, that kind of brings it back alive. But they're kind of like slow to make all the points, you know, the way the courts go.
Just avoided that 10. Right, that's good speed. Now he needs good speed again to avoid getting hooked behind the 9.
Yeah, you got to follow, get down on the 8. But
And that's good. That's good speed. Overcut it a bit, but still went in.
that time his shape was good.
Yep, nice speed, good touch. Marcus Wronski doing it all right that time.
3-2 in favor of Mason. We got M&M over here. Mason and Marcus. Yeah, I played Harry Plattis one pocket in Las Vegas. He said we'll play for the Greek championship. We're both Greek descent. Harry's the greatest guy to gamble with on the planet. Someone told me he's got a gambling allowance, how much he'll lose a year.
It wouldn't surprise me.
All I know is he enjoys it.
He used to say he was supporting he was supporting the Seattle pool community by all the money he would lose to the players there.
Yeah, is Warren Costanzo still around?
The monk,
Monk?
I believe so. It's been a few years since I've been out to Seattle.
Someone told me he won a house off Harry.
Nice kick there by Mason.
Looks like he can maybe thin it and come back down. Hit it full. Came out. Even if you make the one, you still. I'd like to make it off the 7 ball, and maybe then you can make the combo on the 3 ball. Or you miss the 7 and play the 7 and a carom here.
Yeah, the speed that he hit that at, I think he was trying to move that 7 and just missed it.
He's calling the 3 ball. And the position's kind of tricky here.
Yeah, because the 2 ball's going to be going one way and the cue ball's going the other way.
Hit it nice though.
He's got a shot. He's hampered a little bit by that 7 ball. Doesn't have to do much with the cue ball. A stop shot would suffice. And when you're jacked up over a ball, you want to keep it as simple as possible. All right, it's going to bring Marcus to the table with a nice look at this too. 7 ball there to help widen up that pocket a little.
Got a little backboards.
Yep. Nice little drag draw stroke there.
Yeah, he hit it nice. Like normally you'd like to have an angle where you can pocket the 5 and go to the closest long rail here. Go 1 rail for the 6.
Yeah, he doesn't have that
It's
angle. He's got
a little straight, huh?
Yeah, he's got the opposite angle of that.
He's going 2 rails with inside English.
Yeah, coming across your line, so you got to be extra precise with your speed control, and unfortunately that time he wasn't.
It's a good point, going across the line or on the line. If you travel on the line, you got a large margin of speed control error.
But sometimes, you just don't have the option. You have to shoot the position shot that crosses the line because that's just the hand you're dealt. So you got to make do with what you got.
I think Marcus was thinking about where he was going to hit the 9 on the shot and didn't concentrate as much on pocketing the 6 as he should have.
Oh. Good effort, and where's this going to end up? Got a bit of a, just a few minutes ago that 7 was making the pocket big. Now that same 7 is making that pocket small, and the 7 hasn't moved.
If I got a half a pocket or less, you don't want to shoot that. And I think the straight back is a pretty big shot in these tables. And they kind of bank sharp like a diamond. room for the 6, but it's tight.
It is a tight squeeze through there.
And you can't really draw the ball. You might go in the corner. You'd have to really bite it for the draw shot. And at that speed, it's tough to hit half the pocket.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of a tough spot here.
So I think I'll just level on it and hit it like speed for the cue ball for the center of the table. So fairly soft. But I'd bank this all day.
Yeah, the bank doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I'm not actually looking at the table, so I can't actually see how much of that pocket is exposed. All I can see is what's on screen.
He's calling me.
Is he playing the combination?
I'm not sure. I'm still not sure.
You're not sure which it was he was going for?
If you're shooting the combo, you got to learn not to shoot at the pocket. A lot of times when it's a little off angle like that, we shoot the ball in the pocket and miss the combo. 6 goes.
Oh, don't do that to him.
You know what I like doing and make the cue ball run? I like playing this rail first. He did.
Yep, that's what he did, and that's a nice shot. Just don't get straight in. He's got a little angle. He can go forward
You
2
could
rails.
Forward 2 rails or draw 2 rails.
Forward. Oh, he split the difference.
Shoot 1 rail and didn't follow. Shooting the bank.
All right. 10 ball, straight back.
How can you not cut this one?
Well, when you can bank him like that, why not?
That's why I said Marcus should have shot the bank. Because it's a big pocket and you have the correct roll on the ball and it makes it even bigger. Four to two.
4-2, race to 7.
And the other table, we got Scott Cohen, local, real good player, playing Donnie Branson. I think the winner of that match is going to have something to say about who wins the tournament. We're down to about 6 players now.
You are listening to Kevin Ross, being joined by guest commentator Tom Karabatsos, Special K.
Nice break.
That's a real nice break. He's perfect on this one. Draw it to the middle of the table for the 2.
The 5 and the 9 are your problems. So you look at it, if you can break it without taking a chance on position early, you do that. Or you wait till you get on the 4 ball. Play behind the 5 and maybe play a safe.
Actually, waiting until the 4 isn't bad because the 3 ball is right there, so you can play position for the 4 on the side, giving you angle on the 4 to go right into that 5-9.
Yeah. Or running into it here isn't the worst thing in the world, and you just have a long shot on the 3 ball.
Yeah, he doesn't want any part of it, not yet anyway.
Yeah, because you could hit the bottom of the ball and not get shapes. I see a safety in the future.
Yeah, you think he's going to bank that 2 out of there? You don't think he's going to try to slice it in?
I would slice it in a little inside English. but he's playing safe though. It's pretty good discipline for a young kid.
Mm-hmm.
The Filipinos went and kicked to the short rail here because you're keeping the 2-ball in front of the cue ball. They would kick one rail cross side and hit either side of the ball. They split and go in different directions. You leave one on one side of the table and one on the other.
That's an excellent point.
Even if you hit that ball, you're just knocking it in front of you, in front of the cue ball. But you got lucky you didn't break out the 5-ball. Of course, if you get on the 3, you're breaking the 5. But how you get shapes on the 4, that is the question.
Yeah, because the 4 doesn't pass the 7. So any shot on the 3 that leaves the cue ball near that 9-5, he's going for safety. All right, he's got there.
I think this ain't a bad time for a jump cue.
I haven't seen Marcus use the jump cue yet. I don't know if how well versed he is with the jumping arts. Well, we're about to find out.
Shout out to my friend Bob Madison, who's still in the tournament in the final 6. He's probably a 550 Fargo rating.
This tournament or a different one?
This tournament.
This tournament. All right.
Shirt.
Right on.
With the hot wife from Costa Rica.
Ah.
They had a couple guys in this tournament that are like brothers to me. I played one the first round. He missed the 10-ball. I beat him on the hill.
Oh, is he going to break it out?
Yep.
Sort of. The 3 still doesn't go.
You're going back.
Back to safety town.
Yep.
I think he forgot his car key. He forgot something there. He's going back. Can't say he forgot his car keys. How did he get out of safety town if he didn't have his car keys? All right. All right. Good save.
Wow, that almost really worked out. Where you
Yeah, exactly.
Leave the 10-ball dead.
Hey, Sherry. Howdy, howdy.
Sherry Baby. Probably don't remember that song, Sherry. 4 Seasons. One rail kick, you might make the 10 if you get in the cushion here.
I hope he called something this time.
Yeah, I hope he called the 10-ball.
Yeah, I'd have been calling the 10. I think is the one I would have been calling. All right, that is an illegally pocketed ball, which gives the option to Mason, and he's going to opt to shoot. Sherry, no, this should be over tonight. In fact, I'm sure of it.
He didn't quite hold up the cue ball there. He was afraid
Yeah.
to draw it more, to kill it.
Yeah, he's left himself a pretty steep angle on this 3.
I think he's playing safe again.
Oh,
He cut it.
he's shooting. Oh, that worked out pretty nice.
Perfect.
Four to the corner. I guess you could go inside if you can hold up the cue ball, but if you
Oh,
can't.
yeah, he's going to the side for sure. Well, I guess he always does what we don't say.
Of course,
You caught it, though.
I'm learning to never say for sure.
For maybe.
Yeah, it looked like he had too much angle on the side to be able to hold the cue ball.
He's almost like 2 diamonds past the side pocket, and he's reaching this shot with that long cue.
Well, I don't know how comfortably he reached it because he came up really short on this 8. So that stretch definitely affected him.
I wonder how heavy those long cues are. If it's 21 ounce or. He rolled it in.
Oh, what a nice shot. Beautiful.
It takes a real touch there, folks, to be able to roll it in and hold the cue ball up like that and hit dead center pocket. There's a reason why he's in the hot seat. I played him earlier. He beat me today. Hey, Bobby's winning. This is my friend's wife, Anna. She's the hottest girl in every pool room she goes into. I'm good. Thanks for offering them. She'll even feed you.
You know, you can't make a statement like that without having her go stand in front of the camera, too. You know, our viewers are going to be like pitchforks now. We demand photographic proof.
You can go online and look up Anna Madison. She's a model.
Stalkers.
Model, does a little bit of acting.
All right, Mason with the break. Oh, that cue stick looks. Is he breaking with the jump cue? Look, he looks so short.
It is a short cue. But it's not his jump
Seriously,
cue.
did he break with his jump cue?
No. See how fat the butt is on that cue? His jump cue is super thin, almost like a shaft. Like a continuation of a shaft that is elongated.
I swear that was his jump cue.
Yeah, I thought so too. When I played him, I said, man, this guy's breaking with his jump cue. But then I realized it wasn't. Bank cross side.
Grip it and rip it. Wow, he missed that bank in the side by a mile.
Yeah, and got safe. And
Got a lucky safe out of it, too.
well, the bank didn't really give you a full reward because the 3 ball's tied up. I don't know. Old school pool is you shoot the 1, 2, and play safe on the 3.
I mean, that's how I play it, but oh, nice shots. Okay, so I think Marcus is well versed in the jumping arts.
And he jumped with his full cue there.
Oh, did he? Oh, wow. Extra nice shot. Is it going to get safe?
Looks
Yep.
like. Yep.
Yeah, Earl would be proud, jumping with the full cue.
We just saw.
Oh, is he going to break it out?
We
and
just saw
leave
Mason kick at the ball. Wow.
And it was a disaster because look what happened. He left him straight in on the 2 and broke out the 3. So it's like he's never going to kick at a ball ever again now.
double whammy there. Yeah, it looks like he can just hold the cue ball on the rail and have a shot at the 3 here.
So it looks like to me, and see what's next after the 3, the 6.
Scott won. What was your score, Scott?
Sherry, this is the hot seat match.
2. Scott won 6-2. Race to 7 on the winner's side, race to 6 on the 1 loss side.
Yep, and the finals will be a single race to 9, not a true double elimination.
Oh, he had a different angle than what I thought there.
Nice shot.
He's got to make his move here. He doesn't want to go down 6-2. That's like real bad.
Yeah.
5-3 is much better.
It's like, I'm no expert, but I think 6-2 would be bad here for Marcus. Ooh, flirting there a little bit, but he's all right.
Well, can you hold it up? I think so. You can cheat the pocket and just stay there, but he's...
Yeah, cheated the pocket. Nice and slow. Because, yeah, he couldn't draw that because that 9 does not pass the 10. So he had to play for the side. He couldn't play for that corner.
The 3 rail shapes here.
I think so, yeah.
Don't overdo this and go too far around the table. Like that.
That looks, oh, okay, it is going to. I thought it was going to stop sooner, but no, it's going and going and going.
Yeah, the table's rails are so bouncy, but you don't want to come up short. You're better off having this than coming up short.
Oh, handles it like a champ, though.
Nice shot. No pressure.
Well, at least his opponent isn't on the hill, so there's not that pressure. 5-3, race to 7.
Our backs are tightening up over here.
That's why standing desks are so popular now in workplaces.
Yeah, you could sit or stand. Those collapsible desks are pretty cool.
All right, nice break. He's made the ball in the side, and he's going to have a shot at the 1.
That's all you can ask for. Now here,
Probably play for the 2 in the side, I think. I don't think you can hold it for the 2 in the corner.
yeah, or you go 2 rails and get on the 2 in the corner. All the way across the table twice, like we've seen Donnie do. But you definitely play for the side here. On a slower table, you would go 2 rails and play it in the corner.
Uh-oh. A slight
Right.
miscalculation there. Oh, don't hook him behind the 5. Actually, I think he's okay. Wow.
He kind of clipped the 4 a little bit there. He was blocking my view.
He clipped the 2 ball on the way by. And kind of got away with it a little bit there.
Half a pocket if you're playing it in the side. He might be going for the corner. Nice shot.
But it was a nice shot. Just make sure you get on the right side of the 4. You got to draw this all the way back. You don't want to be trying to come 3 rails around from the 4 ball to the 5. Oh, where are you doing over there?
Wanted to move the 10 in a bad spot.
Oh, okay. Well, then mission accomplished.
But you got the 8 right next to it to knock it off the rail. But now 3 rail shapes is the day. When it's this close to the rail and you hit it with follow, you might get a long angle on it.
And he caught it full. He needed to hit it thinner.
Yeah, see how that follow kind of hesitates the cue ball when you hit it too full?
All right, I think he just called safe. Gonna come off the right side of the 5, try to get him with the 8 ball.
I would bank this.
All right, he's going, trying to get him with the 8, and I don't know if he's got him.
It's close. Yeah, you could have gone with the 8 or the 10, or This cue ball is just a little strong, or the 5 ball is just a little strong, however you want to call it.
It's funny. Just now, I took a step to the right to try to improve my view of this cue ball at the 5. Looking at the monitor. So I don't think that works.
Well, you hit the 8 first.
All right. So that safety has earned Marcus ball in hand.
I still would have banked it. No.
Still
I
got to
don't know
deal.
what the right shot is. If you bank real good, you shoot the bank, I guess.
I still got to deal with this 10 ball.
Yeah,
So-
he's got to knock it off the rail here.
You got a few moving parts to deal with. You got to move the 10 and play position on the 9, and make sure you don't put the 10 someplace equally bad.
You definitely don't want to miss the 10 because that's like sudden death.
Well, if you miss the 10, then oh no. Oh man.
I guess he doesn't believe in drawing the ball. The straight pull players are pretty good at those kind of shots. They know where the balls are going when you run into them.
Back cut the 9. Can he back cut the 9? Yikes.
I'd bank it one rail to the center of the table. Stick with your safety play.
I don't know how much of the 9 he can see, if any.
You can't see it well enough.
All right, he's called the 9 to this bottom left corner.
To cut it in. If he makes this, it'd be a miracle. He almost hit it perfect.
All right, he's not left it that easy for his opponent.
Again, this is your 3 or 4 rail shapes. But you might hit this with inside English and go straight across. I don't know. I think he likes to hit it with a little outside, but you got to worry about scratching in the side.
Yeah, there's that side pocket over there if you try to use any outside English on this. No, I think the inside English is the way to go.
Yep. Hit it hard again.
A little firm.
I thought it was going to keep going.
Yeah, the way this table's been playing, it's unpredictable. By the way, that cue stick he plays with is a 72-inch total. It has a 10-inch extension in the middle.
So 72 inches, that's 6 foot.
Yeah, so I was right when I said that cue stick's as tall as I am, because that's how tall I am, 6 foot. So
I never made it, like 5'10" and a half, maybe 5'11" on a good day.
although in my old age, I'm probably shrinking.
That's what we tend to do. Yeah, but I'm going to be 62 on my next birthday. I'm deciding whether to take the Social Security while it's still here.
Yeah, that's no joke. Who knows how long that'll be? Probably not very much longer. All right, here he goes with the break-in with his jump cue.
I'm sure he could jump with the break cue. I don't know if you could break with the jump cue, but you could definitely jump with that break cue.
All right, he's made a ball in the break. He has a look at the 1. I think the 1 passes the 4 to the corner. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, plenty of room. And he can't scratch in the side with the 8 there unless he hits the 8 full and follows it
It's
in.
like, oh, yeah, tell me I can't scratch. Watch this. Hold my beer. Are you going to go out and say, for sure he can't scratch?
No.
See, you're learning.
For maybe.
See, you're learning.
He missed, but left it tricky.
Left him hooked
Are we jumping again?
with the full cue.
It's on a hill. Just a little tip, when you're standing up, if you have one leg up, like 6 to 8 inches, it's easier on your back than standing straight on both legs.
So, Tom, do you know what model Gold Crown these are?
These are gold crown 4s. You can adjust the level of the cube by turning the legs. The level of the table by turning each individual leg. They're designed for that.
I thought you could do that with the older ones too.
Well, these are built to slide.
Ah. Well, I do know these tables have the flush pockets, which I think that started with the Gold Crown 4s. Was that the 4s or the 3s that started with those flush pockets?
4s.
All
I
right.
think the 4s.
That was what I thought. I thought that started with the 4s, but I am no expert on Gold Crown history, so I have a real hard time telling one model from another. And they don't put it on a label on the table anywhere. It'd be nice if they did.
He just hooked himself. Now we'll just look at his jump cue, see how thin the butt is. That's the only way you can tell it apart from his brake cue.
Well, actually, yeah, this one, his brake cue has a white ring around the ferrule where this doesn't.
And look how thin this cue is. It helps you get up a lot easier.
That's the first jump I've seen him not make a legal hit.
Yeah, he didn't quite hit it hard enough. He tried to finesse the jump.
Sounds like the DJ has arrived.
Just a little off.
Yeah. Looks like I think he's going to have to go 2 rails out of that upper left corner.
Yep.
Or shoot the 3 to the side, but I think he's going to go to the corner and come 2 rails around. And a little short.
Yep, he was long on one shot and shortened up on the next shot. That's the thing. You get out of line, and it's really hard to control the cue ball. So I don't know who's the favorite in a game like this. Whoever gets more rolls or pockets balls better. He got a good kick there. You can see this.
Yeah,
Cut
like
it in
I
and
think
goes
I think their skill is actually a lot closer than the Fargo rate would suggest.
What is the Fargo rate on these guys?
569 for Marcus and 648 for Mason.
Marcus is stalling. Or he hasn't played much.
So 80-point difference.
Got straight in on this 9, just slight angle.
Yeah,
This is like a little bit above center follow, I think, with right-hand English, but he's drawing.
nice stroke.
Yeah, he's 569.
Yes, that's what it
Sure.
said.
I'd say more like 670. 650 to 670 all day.
Yeah, 569 seems way too low. But I think his is just I think it's a starter rating. I mean, not a 61 robustness. Well, there you go. That's basically someone just picked a number out of a hat and gave it to him.
Because I'd be staking him.
Yeah. I'll back Marcus. We're doing this fair matched, right?
Yeah, it takes time to get a handicap, I was pretty good at it, but I'll tell you what makes differences in handicapping that a lot of people don't know. Are you using a jump cue in your tournaments, your weekly tournaments, let's say? Is it alternate break or winter break? There's so many factors that go into how you handicap players.
Uh-oh, Kojak in the subway.
You didn't want to do that. My youngest son is named Telly.
He's setting the trap.
My youngest son is named Telly, and he's like, "We'll
Like Telly
tell you."
Savalas?
Say Telly like Savalas. And now a lot of people don't know who the heck he is anymore. The millennials. I don't like that shot at all. I would have rolled up and played in another corner.
Yeah, that's... Well, plus him coming up short doesn't help.
Wow. There's a mental error.
I think the fatigue of playing an all-day tournament is starting to set in.
Definitely. It's.
Wait, he's 19. He doesn't know. What does he know from fatigue? He's 19 years old.
Well, there's different kinds of fatigue, a little mental fatigue maybe.
Nice shot there, Marcus, Mr. 569.
Beautiful, beautiful. He's messy. How'd he hit that shot? Come on, freeze it on the rail behind the ball.
It's all right. So, Sherry, I don't think I played Grady on that gold crown 4. I played Grady on the table in the corner, which I think was next to the gold crown 4. Or did they move those? Actually, at one point they switched the tables around, or they got an extra table. I don't remember. Actually, no, they got 2. They bought 2 gold crown 4s.
I like kicking it as 3 rails rather than 1.
Swish.
If you kick 3 rails, it's a bigger target area. You can hit it 1 rail into it, 2 rails into it, 3 rails into it.
Yeah.
If you're coming across, it's a small ball. That's why you kick at it 3 rails. For all you non-billiard players out there. A lot of the Asian players all play 3 cushion and pretty well. Definitely helps your cue ball control. Yeah, nice kiss there. Oh, I don't see getting in trouble here. This is the only chance here if you get funny on the 8 ball, come up short.
Well, and he landed pretty good on the 8, so no problem there.
I think it's over.
Not looking too good for Marcus from here.
Yeah, you'll have a little distance on the 10, but I don't think it matters.
Shouldn't be a problem for a player of Mason's caliber. Oh, they don't really want the cue ball right on the rail, though. That doesn't make it any easier. Not a problem, though. Mason defeating Marcus 7-4. This was for the hot seat. This was a side match. Marcus still alive, guaranteed at least 3rd place. All right, we're probably going to have another match pretty quick like. I am Kevin Ross, joined by Mr. Special K.
Special K, Tom Karabatz is signing out here.
All right, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.